I'm right here.
Hey everybody, we're playing God of War 2. This is Titan mode difficulty, and we are on the Perseus boss fight. And in the first phase of Perseus, he's invisible. Although you can see his silhouette is kind of like a hazy kind of aura where he is. And the first thing you might be wondering is, well, how am I supposed to fight this guy if I can't see him? In the first phase of this boss fight, you'll see his that little hazy area where he is, and what I like to do here is just use the barbarian hammer at level 2, and he's going to do a barrage of attacks where he just hits you like bam, 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 over and over and over again. Sometimes it's brief, it's a couple hits. Most of the time it's like a 5 to 10 hit combo, like right here, and then just wait until it's all over and just use a triangle move to hit him once or twice. And this fight is one that I really struggled on the first time I was making this guide a year ago, and it's the guide on my other channel that's not commentated. But this fight was a breeze for me because I don't believe I was using the hammer back then, and the hammer it's only a $4,500 upgrade for the hammer. And it just takes this guy down really, really easily. It's remarkably easy. There's really no issues with this fight that I can think of that might, be a problem for a lot of people. But I do hope that this strategy that I'm bringing you is one that's going to be helpful and that anybody could do to pass this guy. Now the one issue, you saw right there, I tried to grab him. You only get the briefest moment to grab him when he has that circle prompt over his head. So sometimes the grab detection is not as impeccable as it usually is. Sometimes he'll become visible and you'll be in the middle of like a combo that you can't break out of and you can't grab him in time. That's just going to happen. You lose a little bit of progress. It's not like he starts his health bar at the very beginning. So once you do grab him, you're going to get that little animation where Kratos crushes the accessory that he was using that was making him invisible. Now the only issue for the remainder of this fight is he's going to be using a solar flare attack that you have to do the quick time event for. You have to rotate and move the analog stick back and forth, left to right. There's no way to not get him to do it. It's just one that you have to keep doing it. And that little char, the little twirl he does, a little dash, that's blockable, but it does a lot of damage to you if you actually get hit by it. So the quick time event, you have to do it very, very, very rapidly. And I use kind of my palm to do it, like back and forth, really, really quickly. And if you don't do it fast enough, he's going to hit you, and it takes away considerable damage. Maybe not as much as on that twirl dash that he did a moment ago, but I got to the point where my palm was hurting, and I had only done this fight about 3 times to practice it. So he's also going to throw some energy balls at you that you can block, and you can parry. Actually, you can block them too. My bad. So he's gonna fall. Use Kronos' Rage if you want to. It's good. It's a good move to stun him over and over again. It doesn't really stun him, but it deals good damage to him. You can parry a lot of his attacks. Pretty much block everything. In fact, I think you can block every single attack. It's just that the hammer is kind of slow, but it's so powerful of a weapon, and it's really good practice to use the hammer on this weapon. Practice to use the hammer on this boss, because a lot of the subsequent difficult areas are going to require you to use the hammer. So it's nice to know how to use it, how to put it away really quickly so you can roll. A lot of times you'll see me, I will be pressing the R2 button, but you won't actually, because this is a video, so you're not going to be seeing or hearing that button press. But what I'm doing is I'm pressing R2 and then rolling. You can't roll with the hammer. It's just, you cannot. When you press the right analog stick, you actually just release souls. You don't roll. So you need to learn how to. And the only button I'm pressing here is triangle. I'm not using any square attacks. The triangle button's the best attack to do all the time with the hammer. Now, when he backs away, goes to the end of these columns, that marks like the end of the battle. He's almost dead. And there's no checkpoints, so just keep on your guard. Just keep doing these quick time events. You can't get damage from them unless you fail them, so just keep going. Now he starts to throw a bunch of them in a row, so just be aware of that and time accordingly, and just do these quick time events, and then he's pretty much dead.